Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Geeks of the Round Hangout discussion of American Horror Story Season 4. And I don't know what the name of this episode it is, or even what number episode. I think it's episode 3.
Give me 2 seconds, Charles. It is episode 3. Edward Murdock. Murdock, whatever his fucking name is.
Murdock.
Murdock, okay,
Murdock.
yes. Okay, well, as you know, I am Charles, who is also the host of the awesome Geeks of the Round discussion for Sleepy Hollow Season 2. By the way, check it out. And, well, we're discussing American Horror Story. Now, I'm only hosting this episode because Todd is currently unavailable. He will be back later on.
He's just busy right now.
He's busy.
Right.
He'll probably be here in about, I don't know, 10 minutes. All right, so you're just going to have to stick... Yeah, we're just going to have to stick with me. So with me right now is, well, Isaiah Mullins and Emmy. Say hello, everyone.
Hello, and Charles, you've got one thing.
Yes.
I'm your live spouse, remember?
Okay, so since what did you guys think of the episode?
I was a little bored with this one, honestly.
Thank you. I'm not the only one.
Well,
It could be because it's the whole to be continued thing.
right.
So,
That was bullshit.
but it's like either cut out some of the crap or do it like a 90-minute, like the first one, and just show it all at once. Because now I'm like, what the fuck?
Right.
But now the
Well,
stuff with Dandy is kind of starting to go the way I thought it was going to.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say, I did not like his parts in this episode.
Oh, man, really? I love this
didn't.
part.
It's just when he went up to that the woman that dressed up as Woody Woodpecker, the maid, yeah, and he was showing like he was holding up the knife and everything. Now I fast forwarded through most of it, but I caught the end where he basically told her that he hated her, and then he stormed off, and she said, "Well, I hate you too," and all that. I'm like, yeah, that's annoying. I mean,
But that was really funny, though. I thought that was really funny.
that's not funny to me. It's not funny to me because when people act like that to me, it's not, some people would laugh at it. Some people would think it would funny. Me, no. It's just annoying to me. I mean, I really don't like it when people act like that on TV or in real life. I really don't like it.
Well, to be fair, Charles... Oh, you go ahead.
But you know what? The thing with that part is, remember how we were talking about, I don't remember if it was last week when I was sick and couldn't talk, or if it was the week before, but when we were talking about his character, a lot of us, I don't know if it was everybody, but a lot of us were in agreement that we think he's going to end up like chilling with Twisty and killing people and shit.
Right.
So I'm thinking that it's leading up to it. It's, you don't want to just all of a sudden have him killing people. You
Right.
need to build up to it. You
Yeah.
don't go from 0 to 60 in 1.2 seconds unless you're in a freaking Bugatti, okay?
Right.
He needs time. He's in a Pinto. Give him his time.
And
Right.
I'm sure that my opinion of Dandy will probably change once he makes his first kill.
Well, I liked Danny from the beginning because he was always interesting because the
He
character
is
behind
spoiled
the character behind him was really
crap.
good.
Smacked.
Right. But
Yeah,
think about it. Isaiah, I think it was you who said it last week that and I was like, yeah, as I was sitting over here hurting my throat. I think it was you who said that he's quote unquote normal, but he's the most fucked up person out of all of them.
Right.
And he comes off as this normal average person, and he's not a quote unquote freak in the show, but he's fucked up.
He is fucked up.
I thought that we established that he was a freak, but he wasn't like physically freak. He's not like a physical freak where like has a deformity.
Exactly.
Well, he's like a
His freakish nature is up here.
Well, his freakish nature is like he has that he's entitled element right there. That's the biggest freak behind it all. Like you're just entitled. Like I'm entitled to this. I'm entitled to be a killer. Like that's his freakish part behind it. He's entitled. Like we see from other people today. Like I'm entitled to do this and that. Like you're not entitled to shit. So that's his like his alter ego himself. It's not that he's just a crybaby, which he is. He's the entitled little prick that wants to kill somebody.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I know he's going to eventually like snap, and he's going to take whatever instrument he has, or maybe the butter knife that he found, and he's going to slit somebody's throat, and I'm waiting for that to happen. But in this episode, I did not particularly care about that guy. I didn't.
It was kind of amusing when he got the stick. He's like, "Oh, the stick will work." So he goes to start taping his butter knife. Are you sure it was a butter knife?
Like, God damn.
Well, I remember I first started fast forwarding as soon as it revealed that it was Dandy, and it was like right around the time when he picked up the knife. So maybe I did not get a clearer look at what it really was, but just from initial thoughts, I thought it was a butter knife.
Right.
It was, the knives were shown briefly.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Oh no, really quickly, I think Emmy had a great point that the show was kind of boring. I mean, it had a lot of great moments. I love the clown. I love Murdock. I love the bearded lady. I love them. It was a lot of great moments. But the baddest moments, the awful moments, was Kathy Bates' character, the freak show moments, like in the whole.
Kathy Bates' character was not the worst part of the episode.
It was the worst part. It was one of the best parts. The worst parts was the freak show itself. The whole theme. We gotta start a show. We gotta start a freak show. Like Kathy Bates want to be a star, or this two-headed people, and I don't give a fuck. Show me the clown. Show me Jimmy again. Show me the bearded lady. Show me all these other characters again and again in a row. I don't care about this other bullshit that nobody cares about.
All right. Well, one thing that I will say is that probably one of the best parts of the entire episode would have to be the scenes with Ethel, like her backstory and all that. I thought that this was an awesome Ethel story, and it's just at the beginning of the episode where she meets with the doctor, and he gave her a diagnosis saying that she had like 6 months to a year to live. Did he say that she was diagnosed with some sort of cancer, or was it something else?
It was something else, but it was really hard to understand what he was trying to say. It wasn't doctor's fault. I think it was just how the sound that it was like
I remember too loud. I don't really remember the exact word, but I know that it wasn't cancer. I know it wasn't
something cancer. Like oh my god, not Parkinson's, but
something cirrhosis, I think. Something cirrhosis.
Cirrhosis of the liver, because she drank.
Oh, okay. So it's basically liver disease. Okay.
It was actually really good performance from the doctor.
Well, the thing that I love most about that scene was when after he gave her his diagnosis, and then she just burst into tears. But she did not burst into tears because she was dying. She burst into tears because this doctor was the first person to ever show her any kind of respect in years.
And also, Charles,
he treated her like a human being.
And also, Charles, you got also some respect. Who is Todd? He is here.
Yes. Todd Grundle is
also
here.
eccentric.
Which is what he asked us not to do, was interrupt right in the middle of.
I interrupt you. You were good. You were about to end anyways.
Now, you know what happened? The stupid Google started doing a thing where it kept flashing to me every time someone would stop talking, so it blew the whole cover anyway.
Okay. Oh, and aside from Todd Grundle, we also have Oso being. Yes. Say hello, Oso.
Hello.
Yes. All right, Todd, you can take over. I'm done with my hosting duties.
Oh boy. What did I miss? I heard a part of it while I was washing peanut butter out of my eyes. If you notice, I look really
That's
it was peanut butter and not something else.
Oh yeah. Peanut butter. It was peanut butter filling. It exploded while I was filling some cupcake, and then I could still kind of only see in peanut butter. So.
Holy crap! This shit is porn.
Hey now.
Saying, watch where you spray that peanut butter. Okay.
Be funny afterwards.
Unless you got some EpiPen to take down there.
I heard a lot of bored talk. I kind of agree. I won't say I was bored. It was definitely a slower episode.
Right.
It was.
Yeah.
Bates and her storyline. It was more of an emotional, character-building episode.
Yeah, which I love, though. I really love that moment.
I want to say, though, Emma Roberts' character, the fortune teller, oh, God, I hated her.
I did, too. I give up.
I hated her. But then again, I don't like fortune tellers. I don't trust them.
Oh, your God, Charles.
Fortune tellers.
Here we go again.
He's not really a fortune teller anyway.
I know this, but I don't like Emma Roberts in general anyway. I mean, I really don't. I mean,
her characters have been okay, but I really would have preferred to see more of someone else.
Right.
The tiny woman, we've barely seen any, like, we see her in the background. Can we get some storyline for her?
Are you talking about the Indian woman, the short Indian woman?
GOT, or I'm not sure how you say her name. Yes.
Smallest woman in the world.
Well, yeah, she's the smallest person in the world, which I thought was very cool.
Female person. That's a female. There's a male and there's a female.
The smallest woman in the world.
Right.
There is a man who's like millimeters shorter than her.
Oh, okay.
It's on the record.
Yeah, but no, I will say this. I didn't say this like in the past two discussions, but I will say bringing her in, the world's smallest woman. Yeah, I am really impressed with that casting. That they were.
Yeah, that's what I had said.
Yeah,
I think it was before you came in, because you came in late the first week, and we had talked about that. I thought that was cool, because I've been following her for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Guinness Book would not officially name her tallest woman in the world until she hit 18, and she's about 20 now.
Wow. Okay, cool. What about you also, Centric? What do you think of the episode?
Yeah, I thought it was slow. I did think it was slow. I did like it was targeting more towards what's her name? The bearded woman.
Kathy Bates.
Ethel. Her character name is Ethel.
Let's call her Kathy Bates.
Okay, I was making sure. I was wondering. Yeah, Ethel. I liked it. It was based off her, and like she was telling about her life and what she's going through, and yeah. Like, Travis, when you were talking about with that one scene where she's like, I'm crying because you're like the first person I know who had the decency to respect me, have you respect, that is sad. This woman's like, all these years in her life, she hasn't had respect or hasn't had it recently and got it from this doctor. That's telling her bad news about her bound to dying because of her liver.
Yeah.
That's, it's touching. And it's good, but it
was very touching. It was very touching, and the flashbacks between her and the strongman. I gotta say, I hate that strongman even more for that freak baby birth thing. That pissed me off.
Them down. I was like, on the last episode, are you serious? You gonna kill him because of that?
I don't care how strong that guy is. I want to walk up to him and kick him in the balls.
If fucking pussy, man. I mean, really, you use your own lady and your child's birth as a publicity stunt, which is very cold-hearted, and I thought that was very bad. Now, I will say this, is that when Ethel goes back to the freak show and she's sitting out in the field drinking that alcohol, and the strong man walks up and she gives him the bottle, and they have that heart-to-heart, and he starts talking about like how maybe things could have been different, maybe I could have been a better father. During that whole thing, everything that he said, bullshit. I called bullshit.
You think so? I thought it was almost I don't know. I thought it was like in a weird way.
Well,
trying to come to grips.
No, because I mean, after seeing that flashback with the freak baby birth, I'm like, yeah, this guy is way past redemption.
Okay, it's like a double-edged sword. Okay, he does feel a little bit remorseful that he did do that. However, he still thinks as a stupid man. That, I don't care, blah 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 blah. But he does care about her because he had a child with her, and he still kind of feels bad. He actually did what he did, and since he's dying, he does feel kind of saddened by that. So it's gonna be it's like a juggling act here for his character. Like he doesn't really care, but he does care. Moment. He's like a thing.
I think there's something else that we haven't learned yet about what happened between them, because it seemed to me like he does really have regrets, and he did really care about her. And remember, while he is technically a freak, he's like Dandy. He's a freak on the inside, not a freak on the outside. To look at him, even though he's like more built, he still looks quote-unquote normal. So for him to walk around with this baby with his little freaky hands and stuff, people were probably talking shit to him. Oh, what's wrong with that thing? What's that monster? And so he didn't want to have to deal with him anymore because he couldn't live a normal life. So he decided to be selfish and leave rather than stay with his family. I think there's more to that story that we haven't seen.
Right.
I agree. There's more to it.
I kind of glad the writers that they're not having mother issues again. Like the last season, they have boatload of mother issues. Like, okay, you have mother issues, right? Okay, just making sure. Here it's like, They do have mother issues, but you have one good mother who's trying to do right by her child. So I do like that a lot. That he kind of took a break, like, oh, my mother's evil and this kind of nonsense. Like, thank you, God, is a good mother here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was ready for her when she was like got that gun on the strong baby's neck. And then she's like, oh, no, you're not about to kill my kid. You're about to, before I kill you, you're going to have to put the baby down. Okay, away from my child. Yeah, I was like, even if you, I really do feel like, because of the last scene, there was no reason for him to beat him up in the last episode, when he was beating up Jimmy over that. I was like, he has all this, like I said, he has all this pent-up emotion. Because I think he regrets some things he did in his life, not being there for his son. I do, and then I feel like he has some regret. What it bounds to, we don't know yet, but all that emotion is directed the wrong way, and in himself, he's mad about stuff that choices he made, and the result, and it's all in his face. His son's in his face. Going back to this, he has to go back to recalling his past with Ethel, and now not being there for his son Jimmy. But now he can't even say that as his son right now. Will he ever? We don't know yet.
I don't know.
Okay. I mean, it's true though, because I do like his character and I hate his character. I love the actor who plays him because he plays him very well.
Yeah.
And also, it's pretty much a deadbeat father story like we already seen beforehand. But this is a little bit more. It's a little bit unique because it deals with like a freak of nature, but also the freak of nature is actually the person themselves, not their child or the mother herself. It's just the father who feels like he is going through emotion, like also said and Emmy said, like he's going through so much emotion, he don't know how to explain it betterly, and that's why he couldn't really get it up with his hermaphrodite lady. So yes, he has so much. That's why he couldn't get it up, because he had so much emotion, so much pent up anger, he could not express it into one word. So that's why.
Now,
Charles.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just I still don't think that the strong man. I don't know what his real name is.
Michael Chiklis.
Well, I know that. I don't know what the character's real name is.
Who
I don't
cares?
remember.
No one cares.
But I don't know. I guess I can see your point where like he might go through a path of redemption, like as the season progresses, that him and Jimmy might have like a heart to heart, and they might become like the best of friends. I don't know. I think that all right. I'm all right. I'm probably going to regret saying this because it's my speculation. I'm saying it too early. I think that maybe later on in the season, that Michael Chiklis' character, the strongman, might try to actually have sort of a heart-to-heart with Jimmy, try to like maybe try to learn to get along with him. They have another falling out, and this time one of them will probably end up getting killed. I don't see if Jimmy would survive. I would hope that Jimmy survives and he kills Michael Chiklis, because personally I think Michael Chiklis' character is a complete and total asshole who deserves to have his balls ripped off. But
damn. Wow, Charles. Jeez.
Yeah, I know what you're gonna say. I went full gangster, blah blah blah, whatever.
Good Lord.
He said I went full gangster.
It's true. He does it all the time. Ain't that right, Charles?
Sure, whatever. Yeah.
Anyways, let's talk about something that's more interesting besides the bearded lady. Let's talk about what's that other? Oh, the clown. He didn't get that much screen time, sad to say, but he was
Didn't he was only in the episode for like what, 3 scenes?
Yeah, it was kind of shocking.
He was real brief.
Yeah, but it's still made a big impact on me because he was like, he's still pretty much a powerful figure. He didn't really speak that much, but he's still.
I mean, the scene where he kidnapped that boy from that room where the parents were in the other room. And
the worst mother in the world. Like, wow, you're the worst mother in the world.
Yeah, that was a really bad mother. And I mean, come on. I mean, that girl was afraid of clowns. There's a legitimate reason why people are afraid of clowns, because those fuckers are fucked up.
Not all of them.
Really?
No, I'm not afraid of clowns. I'm not afraid of clowns. I just think they're stupid.
No, he's afraid of the Blob. That's how it is. He's afraid of Jello.
I'm not afraid of the Blob.
Like the movie?
Yeah.
No. The old 1980s movie was awesome. I loved that movie.
And I was scared of Jello.
I'm not afraid of Jello.
Yes, you are.
I don't like Jello because I don't like the texture of it.
See, I told you, folks.
Not liking it and being afraid of it is not the same damn thing. Anywho, back to American Horror Story and away from whatever the hell that Jello discussion was.
Okay. So we're gonna talk about Dandy. Oh, I don't know if y'all did already. Dandy trying to
We talked briefly about it, but
trying to be like the clown, and he didn't like. What was the costume that his mama brought in?
It was a Howdy Doody costume.
Howdy
He's like, howdy doody.
Howdy doody.
Howdy doody time. It's howdy doody time.
oh god, that was kind of funny.
Fuck this. This is what he wanted to say. Fuck this. Why did you give me howdy doody?
He
I
was
think the store. No, you supposed to tell him he gonna wear that or not be anything for Halloween.
Right.
Go to the store
Although-
and Halloween cap over.
I gotta say that something that we didn't touch on earlier was when the mother talked to the maid and she was dressed up as Woody Woodpecker and it says, "What did you practice?" He went like,
That was classic.
That was awesome.
You're practicing because you can just like,
Oh god.
That's funny. Tyler Bell, she's like, with the hat. I was like, she's just like, I'm over this.
I could definitely tell. I was like, "Oh God, why am I still here?"
Probably.
Can I ask you guys, because I know there were some haters of Dandy early on. I've been on Team Dandy since the beginning.
Same here. I've been on Team Dandy as well.
I'm still Team Dandy.
I love him.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not Team Dandy. I'm not anti-Team Dandy. I'm just somewhere in the middle. I have yet to make my final decision. Shut up, Isaiah.
Seriously, Charles, you do this.
I'm sorry, I'm with Charles. I can't say they are next to Dandy right now. He just, I don't know, but most his attitude, you know, when he's in front of his parents in his house, he's like, when the mom was mentioning about the curvy, he's like, that's for poor people.
Well, that pissed me off. I'm like, really? Fuck you.
Also, matter of fact, did you guys notice that the curve had when the beginning of the show, it had a time itself, like it was like October, it was like the year of
4 p.m. or something, yeah.
a time. It actually had a timer. Like that's weird. Why is this time on here? It must play like a very specific key at the whole episode. Like, okay, so you couldn't.
Yeah.
I would think it's because they had to show the kids had to go in at 4 p.m. to do trick or treating because there is a curfew in Jupiter. And then that's what because I remember the woman when she was talking to her friend was saying there's a bunch of kids here today from Jupiter because they have a curfew and they can't go trick or treating at 8 o'clock at night when they usually can because of this curfew. And talk about I thought they found a person, blah 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 blah. You know, rather than the Halloween Twisty just sitting there watching, looking around.
No, he just chilling.
Well, I don't. Even though there is a curfew, which I think starts at like what 8 p.m. No, it doesn't matter. But I don't think Twisty cares about the curfew.
Yeah.
No, probably not.
He never cares. But he doesn't really. One thing I actually know from him is that he doesn't really kill a lot of people. He kills certain types of people who might get in his way, but he doesn't kill a lot of people. That comes to me like that's weird. He didn't kill that child. He didn't kill that lady. He didn't kill that boy yet, but why is he savoring it? Why is he savoring them? Why is he keeping them around? I don't know why. He's trying to build an audience? He's trying to build a family?
Actually, what I think is happening is that I don't think that he's trying to create a family for himself. I think he's trying to create a family from the people he's abducting. The young blonde woman that was taken when she saw her boyfriend being stabbed to death by Twisty. The young boy who was kidnapped would probably play the son. The blonde woman would be the mother. The new boy would probably be
The dad?
Well, I think he's too young.
Right.
I mean,
He looked like a 13, 14 something. I mean, and she looked like 16, 17.
the woman. No, well, the thing is that the blonde woman and their boyfriend before he got killed, they were like
they looked like older teenagers. Like she was talking about let's do it in
I'd say 18, 19 years old for either one of them.
Yeah, but also there must be a pattern why he's doing this. Cause
well, at this point, I can't even begin to speculate as to what the hell is going on in Twisty's head. I don't think I want to know because I think it's just going to be an empty hamster cage with nothing but a bunch of maggots.
He's building an audience. That's what I just thought of when you guys were saying the family thing.
Well, I can see that, but then, it seems like his victims, well, not his victims, but the people that he's abducting are not appearing to be random. I don't think they're random. I think he's stalking them, and then because he knows who he wants. Mm-hmm. And if he's trying to create an audience, I would assume that would have to be involved with randomness. with picking these specific people, like killing the woman's boyfriend but then abducting the woman, killing the boy's parents but then taking the boy, and then abducting then just one boy who turned out to be an asshole for some apparent reason. I don't think it's random, and so I don't think the audience theory is accurate.
Yeah.
But I'm a little confused because he was following the little girl around when the mom was taking her trick-or-treating. Because he was, like, right there by the bush when she came out, and then he was across the street watching her. And then he comes to her room, and rather than taking her, he takes her brother. So I'm wondering if shit happened to him when he was real little, and so he's looking at the people that he's killing as the people that did something bad to him, and the people that he's taking and putting in a cage, he's going about it the wrong way, but he's trying to save them.
Well, that might make sense.
No, that would make sense with his name. His name is Twisty, so his motives could, twist.
Would be twisted.
Right. And also, what's up with Twisty entering people's houses? Like, seriously? He came out of nowhere, like, what?
He's gonna lock their doors or something, because he don't break in, he just dips in.
He's just like, what's up?
That's what I wanted to bring up. That's what I wanted to bring up. In every episode, since the premiere, in every episode, whenever Twisty would show up, he'd be walking in plain sight, in clear view, and nobody would notice him.
That's so awful.
That's a good point, because I want to thank you for saying that. I totally forgot I was going to bring it up. This world is twisted, and I think was proven in, they didn't just play the Fiona Apple song, the David Bowie song. I think this week was Lana Del Rey. I don't know. I didn't like it.
You got it.
Hopefully next week is the Kurt Cobain they've been promising. But
I hope so.
the thing is, when Dot was on stage and they knocked over her little thing with her notes, it said "Criminal" by Fiona Apple. So in that world, the music is modern. It's not just like what we're hearing. It's not an interpretation for us. These are actually things existing in their world. So maybe they're just wacky people. You know what I mean? Like how that mom, small Twisty, maybe she's not a cartoon and crazy. Maybe she's indicative of the whole populace of this universe.
Well, she's very naive. She's very in denial. Beyond denial. She's up in the crack of denial.
Who?
I don't know. Speaking of the twins.
Okay.
Oh, God.
The Dream.
That was interesting.
Yeah.
It was just still cold-hearted to watch. Like, it was good. It really was. But it was just cold-hearted to watch all the way.
To be honest, this is actually going to lead me to my disliking towards the fortune teller. Is that if you remember the past couple of episodes, Jimmy and Dot is the more realist of the twins.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dot, yeah. Well, there was always been this sort of like romantic interest between the two of them.
Right.
Well, now we have the fortune teller, where Jimmy ends up getting smitten. Yeah, I think Emma Roberts is going to die again in this season.
Yeah, who gives a fuck about her? Like, she's going to die. She's going to get choked out again. Like beforehand.
Yeah. And here's the thing. I think it's going to be Dot and her sister, and they're both going to stab her to death. Where it's going like,
Yeah, I caught that fade too, because when she walked up, he's like, it's not the only thing that... He said something slick to her, and she's like... Dot said for his bet, which is like, oh, you're pretty, like her face. And then Dot's like, the hell? Get
the fuck away from me.
Exactly.
And also, what Beth said to Dot, like, she might miss her. It's like, that was really interesting, too. Like, no, if I don't like this character, she had really interesting, sad moments. Like, I would miss you. Like, yeah, but one of us has to live, one of us has to die. So, yeah, you're SOL.
So, one more thing I do want to say is Russell Edgington.
Oh, is it the guy with the two-face?
Yeah, the Russell Edgington, the guy who was with Emma Roberts' character.
Oh, that was him?
Yeah, that was Russell Edgington from True Blood.
Oh,
The only reason why I recognize him is because Russell Edgington is my favorite character from True Blood.
I love that motherfucker.
Well, he's getting something in the hotel.
Yeah, he was getting a bit of something.
That is
he's
a moment considering that it involved Thor and Thor's hammer and mentions of pork swords and...
You're missing the sword.
It wasn't Thor.
Off
It
my
wasn't
pants.
Thor. It was just some Viking guy, which I gotta say, damn it, really? Oh.
I like that.
What's gonna happen?
I mean, God damn it. Hey, you want to have some like gay love and like love making? Go right ahead. I don't care.
Not with Thor.
But please don't involve the
my
Vikings.
pants.
Oh, come on.
Come on. There's no
The
Vikings
Vikings
over
were
there.
in on that shit because Vikings were on ships for months and months and months and even years at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think they weren't bending each other over?
Come on,
No.
give some circle time.
Vikings were doing the damn thing with each other.
Or play
Oh, wow. Well, oh.
Think about it, Charles.
I don't know, but I don't know. I'm not sure about Russell Edgington's character. I don't know what his character name is, so I'm just going to call him Russell Edgington.
Maybe the scientists or some discovered.
But I don't know. It's just the way that like the scene at the museum with all the freakish stuff at the beginning of the episode where we first see Emma Roberts, where with her having her hair like that and her glasses, yeah, she was freaking hot in that scene. But
Really, Charles? Here we go again.
Yes, but anywho, it's just the way.
Early.
The way that Russell Edgington was talking about the freaks and everything, how he was saying like, I mean, they were losers in life and now they have more value when they're dead. And I'm like, oh, come on.
That's actually sad but true.
That's what people back then thought. There's still people today who think that.
That's a real museum.
I know it's like that. It's just it still kind of pisses me off because some of the most real down to earth people that I've known in my life were people with physical disabilities.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think
I work with people with disabilities, so I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, but that's a real museum, by the way. They have real practical effects. That was actually from the museum itself.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. That was really cool stuff. Awesome. They used some real stuff from a real museum and put it in this show. So that was really cool.
Mhm. There was something else in there this time that I saw that was something real.
I wanted to say something. I don't know if any of y'all noticed. Why in they kept saying we're gonna cut each other and one's gonna die. I kept wondering how one's gonna die if they have two lungs, two this, except the only thing they're sharing is their reproductive organs. So I mean, if you rearrange stuff, take stuff out, I'm wondering how they're gonna die.
What they said at the beginning of the episode is that they have 4 lungs, 2 for each person.
Mm-hmm.
They have 2 hearts. I don't know what other stuff they have 2 of, but anything that's like below the rib cage and further down, they share 1 of.
Okay. Like I think they only have 1 stomach.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't remember, but it's just at that time period, I don't think that any procedure where they would separate the conjoined twins would work. I think they would both die because even today, by today's medical advances, you have to be. It's a very delicate process to separate, and in most cases, you can't even do it at all without killing both of them.
Yeah. Also, before we get into Lost My Question, let me talk about very quickly about Murdock. Well, whatever his name was.
By the way, I gotta ask with Murdock, isn't that the guy from American Beauty? He was the creepy kid with the video camera and the flying.
No, that's not him.
No, that's not him.
It's the dude. What's his? And what movie?
He was also in the Hunger Games.
Oh God.
He was the guy with the beard and the hair, and he was watching over the actual games. Yeah, it was the same guy from American Beauty. I knew it.
I don't think it's him from American Beauty.
No, it's not the same dude in American Beauty. No, I know that.
You know, I'm looking it up right now.
Okay,
look at it when we talk about
I'll look up too.
Before while Charles looks that up and to prolong that topic, back on the other thing about the twins, I did have an idea. You know how those Emma Roberts and Mr. Edgington were looking for parts of like a Siamese twin?
Yeah.
Well, perhaps they can conspire with one of the heads, the one who does, who wants to kill the other one, and they conspire to chop her off and take out all the organs and do a clean surgery and get her back together.
I was right. It is. It was the actor's name is Wes Bentley.
Okay, can we give you a Bentley then for being right? Oh, I'm sorry. We don't have one because we don't give a fuck.
I demand a cookie.
The same dude. Okay. If you say
Hold on,
so.
we get a Bentley, Charles.
The same dude who's with the video camera American Beauty where he was videotaping
All those
toxic
people, being creeper that he was in that movie. Yes, it was Wes Bentley.
Well, okay.
Same guy.
All right. Anyways, his character was amazing. Moving on speculations.
Yes, it was in speculation territory now because apparently I'm still the host. Because
Well, you're taking too long, goddammit.
Todd is a lazy ass.
Apparently,
So.
my internet is garbage, and
So it's Charles.
there's a storm
Okay,
raging outside.
well,
so
I already gave my speculation.
What was it then? What was it?
God damn it, really?
Yes. Where was it?
How about you wait until the hangout is over and then go look at the highlights?
Oh, you fucking suck.
I don't know. I'm actually trying to remember what my speculation was.
All right,
I
well,
said it.
I've got a speculation. I
It's
think
so different.
we're finally getting the Nirvana song. I think that, I think the thing I just said is a part of my wild speculation. I think Kathy Bates, the bearded lady, will die
Oh.
in the next 2 or 3 episodes. I also think Jessica Lange is going to go out earlier. And I think we're getting a lot of new characters towards the second half of this season who are going to start to take the reins in the future seasons of this series.
Could
Right.
be, yeah.
Right. I think so as well.
But I don't think that they're going to kill more than one of the main people. So if you think Kathy Bates is going to die, then I don't think Jessica Lange is going to die. They might let her finish out her last show rather than killing her off. Since every season is totally different characters, they don't have to kill her to end her career on the show.
Right. They give her another character, but
Well, no, weren't you saying that Jessica Lange, this is her last season?
yeah.
It was supposed to be, and she was only supposed to be here for a limited capacity.
Right.
But now they're saying she might be coming back for season 5.
Okay. Well, because we were talking about, we've been saying that one of the main characters is probably going to die. One of the core people. So I don't think that they would do that to her though, because let's face it, a lot of people, the entire reason that I first turned on Asylum, because again, that was the first one I saw. I didn't see Murder House at first. I had to go back. The entire reason I started watching it was because I saw Jessica Lange was in it.
Right. Right.
Nothing about it. I turned it on.
Shocking about getting rid of her.
Yeah, but she's not. Well, I think they'd rather make her character look boring. That's the only thing behind her. That's why I don't want to like the whole freak show theme, because she's in it and she's just boring. All the other characters were actually interesting, even Asylum and even Coven. She was interesting. Here, she's just boring as hell. What?
I think it's still. How many episodes are there for this?
13 or 18?
18? Oh, no.
I think this might be 12 or 13. I can't remember.
Because I think this was episode 3, so we still have some time to go. I think something else. There's got to be something big that's going to happen. Like the other people are going to find out that she has no legs. Something's going to happen with her.
I think they're gonna whack Miss Petite. I think they're gonna do something to her. Because the super trailer, when they had her doing this and pouring some kind of solution in there, some kind of liquid in there, she's like this in some kind of bottle or something. I was like, so I think they're gonna offer her something. I don't know if
Or like they're gonna pickle her or something.
something while she's alive. So they're gonna kill her off or somehow. So I think that's one. But I know she's not a main character.
She's not main, so they could kill her and it would still be
They can kill a lot of people off, and they're not the main character, so they don't really give a fuck.
They can kill her.
Right. Well, I think I got good speculation then. I think Murdock might kill Jessica Lange's character because she has sin, and she's gonna lie regardless of the fact like
She called him.
Yeah, she's gonna flat out lie.
Yeah, his evil side's gonna know, like, yeah, you lied. And plus, Murdock, he's like the Papa Legba of the season. Like, yes, he's a spirit, and yes, he's kind of badass. So we're gonna see what he can do. And it'll be really, really interesting if he meets the Twisted. They'll be like, oh, wow, they're going to meet each other. That's actually really badass. Like, wow, that's kind of cool.
I have something else that I just thought of, because I watched it today. I didn't watch it last night, so it would be a little more fresh. In a scene where Strongman and Three Boobs are in their trailer, and she's like, "Oh yeah, Daddy," and she's all up on him, and she's like trying to get him all hot and everything, and then he's like, "I'm sorry," and then she's like talking shit to him, so he gets up and comes after her, and she's like, "Motherfucker, get off of me," and then she just like goes out. The fact that he didn't do more to her and that she wasn't afraid of him at all, there's a secret there somewhere. She has something on him more than just that murder. Because, I'm sorry, if he's Strongman, technically he could just go blink and crack her neck. I mean, snap her neck. He could so easily kill her, and she knows he's killed before he'll kill again.
Right.
So there's got to be something that she has on him some kind of way.
Maybe he's afraid of being alone. Maybe that's it.
I don't think what she has on him is this, but I do think that he's secretly, like, he's gay, but he doesn't want to admit it. That's why
Perfect.
With the bearded lady first, and then now he's going with the hermaphrodite.
Yeah, because bearded lady, she had the, yeah.
So maybe he's, like, confessed to her that he's really, because, like, maybe even though she's a hermaphrodite, it doesn't count him as gay to the world, so it's okay to him in his mind. Right. Justifies it that way.
Because she's outwardly feminine.
And she could tell everybody that he's legitimately gay.
Yeah, it's the same mindset as, like, I remember watching some show where a person who was gay, he was a gay man, had a transgender, he transitioned into be a woman. So, and he married this guy who declared to be gay, and they were a couple when he was a man. So they got married. She's now a woman, and it don't work with him no more because he likes dudes. His companion likes dudes. Or sorry, her companion likes dudes. So it kind of, that mind trip type thing. Like, yeah, you were my guy, but now you're not my guy no more, and I know I love you, but you're not the same anymore. Same type of thing.
And or the other way around. You see it all the time on talk shows and shit. But you see it where there's a guy and he's with a post-op, trans.
Jerry Springer, really.
I'm not sure which that is, but he's with a post-operated whatever, and he says he's straight. That there's a lot of people like that. Whether it is or not,
Well, it's like it's complex, really.
I'm not labeling them; they're labeling themselves.
Which is true. They are, because it's a complex notion, and it's pretty much it's how you think of it, how you look at it. Like,
none of it's complex.
If it's a woman, then it's a woman. But a man, it's a man.
Punch people in the face. Life's literally that easy.
Yeah.
But see, like with what Oso was saying, if it was the two dudes were together, and then this dude transitioned and became a woman, because that's who he felt he was, then this dude is like, well, you're not who I was with. So now you're a woman. So once you have transitioned, you are who you've become. So, I mean, I was jokingly having that conversation with my boyfriend the other day. I was like, if I ever became a man, would you still like me? He was like, friends. I was like, really?
Yeah, really.
Get you then. Luckily, I like my junk, so that's how I am. But
it makes
sense. I totally get it.
It makes sense because those two people could still love each other or whatnot, but now the other one's no longer sexually attracted, and if there's no sex, it's not an actual relationship because you're just.
Well, technically, you can still have a relationship without sex, but that's like someone's asexual, but that's a different topic within itself. But
yeah,
in this case, the purpose, yes.
But
but people have needs.
Like Charles and his pony.
I'm sorry, that's a whole different topic. I can go into asexuality. That's a whole different topic, so we never get into it. But yeah, in this case, these two sexual people who are sexuals, and if he's gay or not, whatever, that's a sexuality. If he's straight, it's sexuality, whatever.
Right.
He wants sex. It may not be he wants a man and not even a feminine hermaphrodite. A feminine hermaphrodite. There you go.
Well, remember, I know that this isn't the same show we're supposed to be talking about, so I'll be brief. But because I know at least Todd watches it, Orange is the New Black. The one actress on there who actually in real life, the actress is trans. She was male.
Yeah, I like her. She's really amazing.
I love that woman. But her character was trying to stay with the wife,
Right.
the mother of her son.
Oh, their son, really.
And she just couldn't do it, because she's in jail, and so the mom's out there trying to take care of the kid, and she ends up going to see the pastor and everything, and then she starts dating the pastor, and so the woman who had transitioned from a man, she's like, you have my blessing, do what you got to do,
Right.
because she still loved the wife, because she felt like I was born in a man's body, but I'm actually a gay woman.
Okay, so do we have any final thoughts to say about the episode? Like, is there anything that we may have missed?
Besides, it was good, but it was very boring in most parts.
Well, I would agree. I think it's an episode that was good for character development, most specifically Ethel. But okay, so pretty much we overall think that it's basically just a filler episode with some character development mixed in.
A good filler episode.
It was.
But you should never put to be continued on a show, like, because that
Right, it's part 1, so we don't know what happened. I don't know why Dandy thought he gonna. I'm sorry, that one scene when he made that clown outfit trying to scare Patti LaBelle, and Patti LaBelle's like, I'm not scared anymore.
That's what we were talking about just before you came in, because we had only just gotten started before you and Todd came in, and I was saying that I think that's because Charles was saying, that was just bullshit. I hate when people act like that. Like, he's trying to act all tough, and then he didn't even do anything. And I was saying, I think that it's a build-up, because first he's, like, yelling at his mom and acting like, I'm so angry, I should come after you. And then with Patti LaBelle, now he's got the knife, but he's not using it. And then he went to where Twisty has the girl and the little boy, and he starts, jabbing the knife in there, but he couldn't reach him, so he went and he taped it to a stick. And just before he could stab them, he heard Twisty coming back. So I think it's a build-up, and eventually he's going to kill somebody.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's the mom.
I'm thinking, I still think that Twisty's going to kill the mom, because the mom is finally going to stand up to Dandy. I think Dandy's going to kill Patti LaBelle, the mom's going to freak out on Dandy, and then Twisty's going to kill the mom for freaking out on Dandy. That's just my whole speculation deal.
Okay, so that's your speculation out of the way, but anyone else have any final speculation before we bring this awesome hangout to an end?
It's not necessarily a speculation, but I am reminded of something that I completely forgot. Whoops.
Uh-oh.
Whoops. Oh. It kind of does suck that they broke this episode when Isaiah said the to be continued part. That sucks, because normally every Halloween they give us a 2-hour. Or am I wrong about that? Don't they?
No, they give us 2 hours.
Yeah.
But they're shorting it down when it came to cover.
Although this year they've been doing about an hour and a half per episode.
Right.
An hour and 20 minutes per episode. So, which is probably aiming for Netflix and, the digital distribution where they're going to have a solid hour.
Yeah. Unedited stuff, too, by the way.
Yeah. All right. Well, okay. Thanks for watching, everybody. This has been the Geeks of the Round Hangout discussion of American Horror Stories Season 4, Episode 3. I have been Charles, your temporary host for this one episode because
no longer Charles.
Because Todd is a lazy ass during this episode.
True, and I need the black guy's help. That's what it is.
All right, so be sure to check us out next week. Before we go, for final things, does anybody have anything to pimp out before we go?
Besides me, anyone else? No?
Just so you know, y'all can send checks to me if you want to purchase Isaiah.
Isaiah, go on, get to it. Get to your Isaiah Zone thing. Promote.
All right. Okay, folks. You want to see Isaiah Zone with my great logic, Isaiah logic? Go to the YouTube page or go to our community. Yes, it's a great community, and Charles loves it. Also, Centric loves it. Todd loves it. Even Emmy loves it. And also, do check out Andy's podcast show, which is the Hellcarrier Podcast, and the Flash Podcast Show. And do check out Geeks of the Rounds for more awesome shows with me in it. Charles?
Yes, and I also host another hangout discussion on Geeks Around for Sleepy Hollow Season 2, where we have all kinds of fun, and we would be more than happy to see more people show up in the Sleepy Hollow discussion. Please, we need more people besides 3 panelists, including myself.
Charles, we need women. That's what I'm just saying.
Yes, but thank you for watching the American Horror Story discussion. We'll see you next week.